I need a drink. Alright. This is a man who's had his hardest work shattered. Yeah, you don't know the half of it. The Wilhelm scream. Whoa, chill out, man. I'm not talking about Useful Engine 11, this is me chilled out. I've had like nearly 2 hours for this whole thing to set in. So, hello YouTube channel, welcome. I was planning to wait to do the stream at least until tomorrow. I wish you just ended the stream after you screamed, that would be funny. But, just decided to do it today because I'm feeling some strong emotions right now. If you follow me on Twitter, then you probably know what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on. So, I'll just get it over with quickly. So I had a bit of a revelation today. By which I mean, a new video was uploaded by someone in the fandom. Explosive Cookie. Ook. And it delved into the history of the Mid Sodor. And it revealed some things that the fandom didn't know before. Like some new information about the other engines. And granted, I knew it was gonna kinda be like this. But, a lot of the stuff in it kinda contradicts a bunch of stuff I've been planning for a big project related to the Mid Sodor, which I've been planning and working on since around mid-2020. That includes stuff like engines who I didn't know existed before. No spoilers, I haven't seen it yet. Well, sorry, Molly the Yellow Engine. If you don't want spoilers, you gotta click off, because I'm going to spoil it. I have to talk about this stuff. That's the whole point of why I started this. So, I feel like he's gonna scream again any second now. Probably. But, so it turns out there are a few extra engines we didn't know about. There's this engine called John, who is not the red engine who was in that box in the picture. Turns out it's some other engine entirely who I'd never seen before. Turns out there's like 5 different models of Albert, and the current one is supposed to be the same design as Jim, and he's painted red! And when Albert was based off the same design as Sir Handel, he was also red. By the time he was repainted blue, his name and number were removed and he was turned into a spare. And then, probably one of the least offensive, there's Jerry. He was confirmed to be official, which is cool. Jerry, with a G. This one doesn't offend me as much, because I never actually put his nameplate on. So, that's just something I gotta fix in the future, along with adding his number. But, are you gonna butcher another Freddy? No. At least not for now. Because, as much as I hate it, I'm sticking to my original plan, no matter how unfaithful it is. But, also, these guys. Yeah, Alfred and Atlas aren't actually the mine engines. Instead, they are 2 random American saddle tanks. And they aren't even twins, I guess. One of them's numbered like 5, and the other is like 8 or 6. But yeah, these aren't Atlas and Alfred, and there's only one mine engine who doesn't even have a name. It's just a mine engine. Then, remember I talked about this in the last stream I was making? There's the engine who's the same design as Rheneas. Turns out their name is actually Jennings, which a lot of people speculated for a while, but it's official. Jennings. And Jennings is painted blue, and then eventually was repainted red with the name and stuff removed to just be another spare. Which kind of puts a damper on my ideas, because I was planning, because we didn't know what the engine's name was at the time, I was thinking of making Jennings a female and calling it Abigail. Which I'm still gonna do, but very upsetting to have my dreams crash like that. But back to this. I was also going to make the third engine, who's the same design as Tim and Jim. And I was going to make her a female as well, and name her Kim. A suggestion given to me by a friend of mine. And it turns out the whole time, Kim is just one of the many Alberts. The official Albert. aka current Albert. This is meant to be Albert. This is just an abandoned Albert. This is an official Albert fucking... I hope you understand what I mean. You'd have to watch the goddamn video. You can still do that if you want. I am still going to. I'm still doing what I want. I'm too in deep in this idea. I'm too invested in my ideas to just abandon them. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bummed. Okay, I've ranted a bit, so I'm just going to look at the comments quickly. Wait, 5 Alberts, yeah. What about Stanley having side plates? Oh yeah, Stanley had side plates. I'm not doing that. Actually, Stanley had side plates on only one side. So yeah. Don't worry, most people's plans have been shattered. Yeah, Jesus Christ, he is 9. Hold up, American? Yeah. Hey mate, is everything alright? Not really. What would you do if your customs came to life? What do you think they would do to you? They'd probably kill me. They'd make me suffer for what I did to them. Wait, how many Alberts are there? Like, I don't know, 4 or 5. Wait, no, like, there was the first Albert, which was some American engine, which is speculated to have been reused for Atlas or Alfred. The second version of Albert, which was, of course, this one. Then the third version, which was the Tim and Jim design. Right. Are you okay, my man? No, I'm not. Go you. Oh yeah, Mid Sodor. My brain receptors are contempulating. Where can I watch the video? I'll put a link in the chat for anyone who wants to see it. But, I prefer to stick with what we already had before the documentary period, at the same time applying some of the ideas like Albert being like Sand. God, I know. For the original idea I've planned out, I'm gonna keep it as it were, but in Subject Legends canon, when I eventually get to it, I might do the shit, because it is the official canon, so I don't have much of a choice. But for my own thing, which I'm trying to be vague about, because I want to keep it a mystery, yeah. I'm struggling to talk right now. My brain is just a mess. So, forgive me. Right, so let's go. Albert, 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 and Albert. Albert, and Albert, and Albert, and Albert number 5. Let's go, go, go on an Albert adventure. Hi. Hi, dinos and trains. The most bizarre piece of info I found is that Stanley is younger than Falcon. Okay. Nice customs, mate. Thank you. Are you going to make American Albert? No. I already knew about American Albert when I made my original. I wasn't planning on making it then, so I'm not making it now. I'm not going to make every single piece of the Mid Sodor cinematic universe. So, Sheds in team like Albert and his army of clones. What is your favorite Mid Sodor engine? I like Tim and Jim because they're consistent. They stayed the same the whole time. So you're telling me about the Mid Sodor engines? Yeah, pretty much. You sound like your blood pressure is hotter than a firebox. How long have you been in quarantine? Over a year at this point, actually, because it's March. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I've been in quarantine for exactly a year. That might also play a part in my rage. I believe that the Blue Albert and Red Albert are different engines. That is also believable. Problem is, they also have the same number. So they're meant to be the same character, apparently, but you can pretend that's like maybe just coincidentally two engines of the same name showed up, and one of the Alberts could have just been like one of those engines that came and went. Albert's Bizarre Adventure. I don't know what that says. I'm sorry. I like Jim. The Mid Sodor has more Alberts than trucks. He's lost it. The Albert conspiracy. If you could kill off a Mid Sodor engine, who would it be? All of them! I fucking hate all of them now! I've decided that I just hate narrow gauge engines, period. Don't worry, everyone I know is going insane. Good. That's fun. I never posted the link, god damn it. Right, shit. I have to switch to another account just to look at the live stream. That's stupid. Wait, so is there canonically 5 different Alberts? No, it's just Audrey made a ton of models of him. At least different. We need to destroy the documentary. God. Alright, go. In the last live stream, someone asked me what I'd do with a time machine. I think I'd go back and just stop that documentary from ever being made. That's my new goal. That is hello in Greece. Okay, well, hello to you too. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. He says period. Okay. Right. Yeah. Wait a minute, no. Alright, fuck it. Barry the Rescue Engine was cancelled because Audrey wanted to make more Alberts. On March 13th, 2021, all hell insane in the Thomas fandom. I'm annoyed because I just finished writing a Sodor history which I now need to go back and alter. Hello from Greece. If you could materialize money, what would you buy? I'd buy the rights to the Railway series so I can rewrite everything and make Mid Sodor how I originally envisioned it. No. It's the second time the fandom went crazy. No, the fandom's gone crazy multiple times. Just, this is, thing. On March 13th, 2021, all hell broke loose. Yeah. Yeah. Tugs or Thomas? Thomas, I guess. I haven't watched Tugs in years, plus Thomas has been in my life longer. I prefer the original Atlas and Alfred than his American. I feel like having 2 my engines would be a bit better for Mid Sodor. Again, you can't even say it's the original because they never were Atlas and Alfred. But, whatever. Is the moon made of cheese or Alberts? What would you do if someone paid you to make your videos? I guess I'd make them? Not a hard concept to grasp. Audrey must have been on crack making the different Alberts. I guess he made the original Albert, wasn't pleased with its design, and then just decided that he wanted Albert to be exactly the same as Jim. So, whatever. So I guess the idea of Sahandel having a brother on the railway was too unbelievable, so instead bring in a bunch of triplets. Can I see some of your customs? Sure, I haven't got a lot of them on me though. I only brought out a few. And as I've already shown before, I mainly thought that I'd do this and just work on some more customs on camera. Maybe one Albert could be a girl called Alberta. Okay. What is your favourite character from the Railway series? Don't really have one. I can't think of any that stand out to me, because I haven't read the Railway series in a long time. The Alberts will give us all the reckoning we deserve. God. Yeah, fucking the 4 Alberts of the apocalypse. There we go. Is the Farquhar sign actually just Albert? Maybe. What is your favourite book from the Railway series? Again, haven't read the Railway series in a long time, so I don't know if I can say. Can we see some of your customs? Yes, sure, in a bit. Hang on. I declare war on Mattel, Cookies, and Alberts. Alright, sounds good to me. Also, I just posted the link to the Mid Sodor thing, if anyone's interested in that. Guess we all know what Wilbert's favourite engine was. I don't have any favourites, they're all like children to me. But I love you, Albert number 4. All 5 Alberts find Furnace Railway Albert and tell him to join them. Oh, God. Alright. With the Thomas reboot, the tender engines are supposed to be parents, so does that mean Diesel is adopted because Emily and Gordon are steam trains? I don't fucking know. I prefer not to acknowledge the reboot. I'm glad I only ended up making one Mid Sodor engine, but it ended up being Albert, so I'll be redoing it, so... Well, that's a shame. I mean, you don't have to redo it if you don't want to. You can still stick with your idea, because Albert was just... like, Albert was Blue Sahandel at one point. So... God, Cookie is simultaneously the best and worst person in my life right now. Alberts, can we see some of your customs? Yes! Stop asking, please! I'll get to it. Albert! Albert's Day Out. It's a classic Albert. Yep. Right. The Thomas community needs to sue and tell for the reboot. Okay. Albert only fans? The free Albert engines. God damn it. Hey. But, sucks. Today started off pretty alright. I actually got this Sahandel for the Mid Sodor project I was planning. Which... That was pretty neat. That was an okay way to start today. He also came with this funny little boat thing. So that's neat. And then suddenly my perspective of the world was shattered. Right. I made half of the MSR crew. Now I have something to do over lockdown. I mean, that's what I was doing when lockdown first started. Making the Mid Sodor crew. So, calling it now. 13th of March is St. Albert's Day. God. I can't read American dates. What was the worst video you made in your opinion? Probably this one. The Railway series, all I know is the Albert series. God. Into the Albert verse. There we go, the next Thomas movie. I bought a lot a few days ago, which came with an Ertl Sahandel and a Smudger, which I was planning on using to make more Ertl narrow gauge customs, the Mid Sodor engines, and I was like, hey, I can use this as a handle for Albert, which I'm still gonna do, because fuck it. I guess maybe I'll make the red Albert, so whatever. God. Ah yes, wooden relish to handle, the calm before the storm. Yeah. This motherfucker ruined my life. Look at his smug-ass grin. Look at his blurry, smug-ass, pixelated grin. God. Hey, I'm not American. Okay, sorry about that. Just, I associate that type of writing of a day with Americans, so sorry. We should make Albert into a meme, everyone. Are you sure he's not already? Albert the tank engine puffing along. I love how he went from chicken nuggets to Peanut answering political questions and now Albert. American, I hope you find your sanity. Have you checked between the couch cushions? No, Matt, I didn't think of that. Thanks for the suggestion. Who is Sahandel? All I know is Albert from the Albert series. Will you be renaming your Peter, Sam, and Sahandel to be MSR period accurate? Yeah, just what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some paper to cover up the side and put Falcon and Stuart and that. That's the other thing. Red Albert doesn't make any sense as Sahandel was red analysis. Well, I don't know what you mean by that, because, like, red was just the Skarloey Railway's colour scheme. The Mid Sodor Railway made all of its engines different colours, so they can have a red engine on it. We can't handle him. Albert is God. Albert. This is not at all going how I was expecting it. Albert the tank engine puffing along. Right. If you had a button that gave you anything but took a bit of your sanity, what would you wish for? I'd wish for my memories of that Mid Sodor video to be purged. No. I don't know. Albert is literally the only opponent that has a slight chance against Greg just for how confusing he is. Oh no. The next big plot twist of the Subject Legends will just be that Greg was Albert the whole time. Like, every iteration of Albert's just a split form of Greg. John. John indeed. Albert Trebler. Okay. I've been holding it off because the person asking, but just to show off some customs real quickly if you missed them. Here is Jerry with a G. Remember that, guys, it's with a G. He's made with an old-style lady, an old-style Duncan smoke box, the face is from Theo, the footplate and chassis is from a Wood Rosie. So yeah, that's Jerry. Jerry with a G. Jerry with a motherfucking G. Like you cut my G. Fucking angry. Right. Here's Tim. I can't believe that Smudger doesn't exist. Yeah, it's insane. Dang, bro, heard you lost your mind after the new MSR video. Welcome to the club! Thank you for having me. There are so many Alberts, they just implode into Greg. Tim with a H. Yeah. No. That's a joke, guys. But yeah, this is Tim, one of the few customs I wouldn't have to redo, which is great. I actually got him pretty spot on, which is cool. Then there's Jim, who I kind of didn't get spot on because he's not supposed to have side plates. Which I speculated for a while, but I just decided, fuck it. What would you do if you had to make a 20-minute video every single day? I'd probably go even more insane. What are you going to do with your customs now? I'm going to leave them as is. because I've been making them for a project I've had planned for a while now, so it's a bit late in the game for me to start rewriting an entire story. So yeah, keeping most of my pre-made engines the same. I'm still going to be making these engines into their OCs now at this point, I guess, because I'm not making Jennings and fucking Albert. Instead, I'm making them as my characters now. I'll still probably make those two in the future, along with John, probably, but just not sure. I'm still going with my original plans. I'll probably make some more of the engines you revealed, like John and that. Maybe I'll make the real Atlas and Alfred, but I don't know. I've put too much work into the customs to just trash them. My Thomas fan brain is processing all of this very slowly. That's Green Albert. Yeah. Green Albert. Really cool. Real shame Jim couldn't be original model. Shame he's just an Albert recolor. Are Tim and Jim bros? Probably. Albert. Will the project be a history of the Mid Sodor? No. It's an entire series I'm planning. And it's an entirely different story, which was supposed to be more grounded in the Railway series, unlike Cedric Legends. And it was going to have an OC as the main character, which is great. What is the most cringe thing you have ever seen? My birth. I had to witness that, right? When I made my gym, I basically went off the Trains model that I saw and made with an old-style Oliver. Yeah, I kind of figured that he wasn't like that. I could always tell that he and Tim were the same design, but I know some people like to make him different. Oh. The entire Mid Sodor Railway is just Alberts in disguise, just repainted. Even Duke is just Albert, just grabbed a tender. God. So in the video, Albert gang rise up. My dad day is now better. Right? Oh, bad day. Guess we all know who Wilbert's favorite engine was. Favorite episode from Season 7? I don't remember anything from Season 7. Alright, someone is negotiating a drug deal with Nick. That's cool. Right. So many red Alberts. So many. This means I have some Thomas homework to study. Yeah, great. But, the last customs I'll show off, but, kind of like the Fort of Blue Jennings. I do too, actually. I like how it's not red. That way it's not just, a Rheneas. Yeah. Maybe I'll find a way to incorporate Jennings in and just be like, hey, there just happens to be another engine along with my OCs. Not doing the Albert thing, though, but cool. But, here is not Atlas and Alfred. I just made them both with old-style ducks. Thin wooden dowels as the funnels. The faces are both from Learning Curve Percy's. And they have Lego chairs on the back. Alfred's chassis comes from a lady. And Atlas's is Phillips. God. Book 3, Albert the Red Engine. Audrey loved all his characters equally, but Albert was more than a character. I just finished watching the video. I'm questioning my whole life now. Blue Jennings, blue leggings. What also sucks about this especially, this means I have to buy another smudger. And they're not easy to come by. Or Rheneas. But that will also be kind of a pain. So. Time to question my younger self now. I guess we can call them Adam and Adam and Aloysius now. I'm guessing that's a reference to something, but I don't know what. Albert was like Christopher to Wilbert, a son. Just get a knockoff smudger. I can't. I don't really like using knockoffs for my customs, just a preference. Plus also then, the knockoff smudger isn't going to look entirely like the same as the official one. Because they're built differently. Did you use the same lady for... Alright. I can't believe Atlas and Alfred aren't the mine engines, but I mean it makes sense. There was two, so one could be a backup. There's Albert, and Albert, and Albert, and Albert, and Albert, and I think that's Albert. Did you use the same lady for Alfred and Jerry? Yeah. Which one is... yeah. The lady body came from these wheels. One day, Albert found a clone machine. Knockoffs equals deaths. Aloysius is pronounced Aloysius. Okay, Aloysius, thank you. What's Peanut's opinion on Albert? There you go. I don't know what to get from that. I don't think he likes it. In all honesty, I think Jennings sounds like a female name, though. Yeah, that was another thing I was debating, just keeping it as Jennings. Making her a girl and be like... Because you could call her Jen, for short. But I've also just grown fond of the name Abigail. So I'll probably make them different characters. When I'm making Tugs models, but I'm talking about Albert. LOL, what did I just come back to? You came back to some shit, Nick. Will you use Lady's face for Kim or the other female engine? No, it's too small for both of them. Albert is the true villain of the Subject Legends. I might have to do that now! I wanted to make a narrow gauge villain in the series to be like the rival of Proteus. I guess that's Albert! God. This is the Albert stream. Yeah, it pretty much is. Check. Am I able to edit the title? No. Albert is sus. Sup, Edward fan one. There is an Albert among us. Albert is the true villain of all universes. I'm actually making a Trains Albert face pack for a red line and doing okay. Rise of the Alberts. Pardon me. Oh god, Albert being the villain, they both have the headlamps, so I guess the gloves are off now. The Albert Strike Back, Albert versus Greg. I can just imagine the people's faces behind ERS channel after they wrote an entire audio story about Albert being a Falcon logo and now finding out he is a clone of Tim. Yep. Hi, Juan Lucas NWO episodes. I can't believe I found out characters I had no clue existed. Damn, the Mid Sodor is interesting. The Subject Legend is just Albert indigested. Okay. Right, anyway, I'm going to start moving the table so you can watch me work on customs, because I should get to that at some point. Right, just Albert in disguise, the Albert Strike Back. I'm making a Trains Albert for a model I'm doing, okay. Whoops. Move. I wonder if Albert Proteus and Sahandel will battle it out. Who will win? Well, it's probably just going to be end up being a battle between Albert and Proteus, because I doubt Sahandel has much interest in taking part. How did Exploding Cookie find out about all this stuff? I've yet to see the full video. To sum it up quickly, basically, he got in contact with the Audrey family, and they gave him some pictures and information, because they are the ones who own all of the Mid Sodor models right now. At least there are more characters to be introduced in and take interest in. Yeah, sure, that's the way of looking at it. Albert vs. Proteus would be the best anime battle. 2 decades of fan content completely tricked, fooled, and quite possibly... We've been tricked, backstabbed, and quite possibly bamboozled. I can't do a Sarge impression. Proteus or Albert? Most likely Albert. Wow. Greg versus Peanut versus Albert versus Proteus. Battle for the ages. Oh, okay. Yikes, really? Sahandel is finding ways to beat George instead. Nick TF89 Albert win. Okay. Ooh. Ninja Buddy vs. Snoopy. That's a concept. We've been bamboozled and lied to. Yeah. Gotta clear some space on the work desk. Yeah, I was in the middle of working on customs earlier today. And I haven't really cleaned up a bunch of stuff, so a little cramped. A joke, hashtag Albert gang. This is the beginning of a new era. Tom Tippers vs. Albert. I'm back from watching the video that you nearly spoiled and I love it. You actually went and watched it. You left the stream just to watch it. I'm impressed. I admire the dedication. Who here wants to tell... I'm gonna not read that. A new gang is rising. Okay. But, right here is... I'll just quickly show this off. Work in progress of a new OC that I'm making. Not really new. I've been planning him since 2020. But it's one that I haven't touched for a while, and this is going to be my own Mid Sodor OC, coincidentally. So look forward to that when it's finished. How many people actually thought Smudger was part of Railway Series canon? Unless I'm taking a joke seriously, Luke implied a lot of kids thought that. Well, there were some people in the premiere chat who were like, when is he going to mention Smudger? So, is Season 2 coming out? Season 2 of what? I don't know. We need Albert Gang to trend on Twitter. Is this OC Albert? Oh my god. But, also, I've got here a Stanley and a Wood Percy. I'm planning on taking the Wood Percy off of his chassis, removing Stanley's cab and putting him on this chassis, and I'm going to be turning him into one of those little Hunslet engines. Another narrow gauge character. An OC for my Mid Sodor series! Yay! I reminded that I've calmed down quite a bit since the beginning of the stream. Model series budget really left a smudge on... In the Railway series exists only one Albert. I'd like to think that. Ivo Hugh versus Freddy, who will win? Freddy, I guess, he's bigger than Ivo Hugh. It's like, he has more driving wheels, he's way stronger. The Mid Sodor is now getting more attention. Yeah. Sodor is Albert! Let's think of some acronym for Albert. Ivo Hugh, no. Ivo Hugh would not win, I can confirm. Can Smudger technically still exist in a way? He exists in TV series canon. Not in the Railway series, though. Because Stanley takes his place. Exploding Cookie and Albert are the villains of the Omniverse. Annoying. Ivo, his name's Annoying Little. I'm surprised Smudger doesn't exist in the Railway series time. Don't be, because Stanley was made years before him. And... like... whatever, I'm not gonna... and... he's actually coming up with an acronym for Albert. Oh boy. Extremely I want to see where this goes. Train. God, you missed the R, though. At least I have canon proof of Stanley being a canon name. Yeah. I was always wondering where the name Stanley came from, but I watched the video and it's great to finally see it. I also, something that I completely glossed over, I mentioned earlier Stanley had one side plate on his side, like, when Audrey made his model, Stanley was painted black, not red. I didn't... Yeah, you did. I don't see an R in the chat. See, annoying, little, and extremely train. Philip be like, look how fast I am, until Gordon gets tired of him and takes a railgun and says, look how quick you will die. That took a turn. God. Repulsive? That works. Smudger was Thanos snapped, that's why he doesn't exist. Right? I almost made a joke like that in the premiere chat, because I was there watching it live. Like, ow, ow. Ugh. Smudger is Albert Green. Oh no! Is this censored or something? I don't know. Well, I hope you didn't type anything offensive, because I don't know what else would be censored. I'm just gonna look to see if it shows up on here. Right. Stanley was painted black, just like to present wartime. Line. Oh no. Why are you spamming Philip in the chat? Stop spamming Philip! Oh. Yeah. Ewan, I just saw what you typed. Please do not say that word on my stream. That is a slur, and I do not tolerate slurs. I'll let you off the hook, but just know that word is very offensive. You shouldn't use it. God. Swearing's legal. It is a no-no. Yeah. Why am I getting the knife? I don't need the knife. I'm done with the knife. God. Wait, bruh is a slur? No, bruh isn't a slur. I'm talking about a certain word that begins with the letter R. Yeah. I'm very sorry. It's alright. Just be careful. Spamming is cringe. Yes, it is reading 3640 Studios. Alright. Silly. So, alright guys, who do you want to see me paint first? Do you want to see me paint Abigail or Kim? I'll give it a few minutes. I doubt many of you actually care, so I'll just give it a few seconds and I'll pick one at random. If you also had a time machine, you can go back and punish yourself for using that word in one of your Christmas videos. That's true. Or I could just go back to before I made that video and be like, hey, don't say this. You're going to regret it in a few years. You're going to do a live stream where you pause the video and then rant about it. Paint Albert, Abigail. Oh no, don't please. The R word. Okay. Almighty no. Albert, Kim, Abigail. I'm just going to take any comments saying Albert as being to paint this. So... One, two. Currently, it looks like Kim is winning. I'll wait till like maybe the next 5 comments or something. The same person can't keep suggesting it. That doesn't count. Abigail, I guess. Okay, that's another one for her. So I think that's... Hey, hang on. Right. Kim has 2 votes. Abigail has 1, 2. So they're both even, I guess. Stop. Mid Sodor. I'm gonna go. Okay, well, it was nice having you, Ewan. Why not Abigail? The other one will be sent to the kiln to be burned. Oh. Oh. But, alright, it looks like we're doing Abigail, or Jennings, or whatever. It's not gonna be Jennings. Jennings is for another day. So, let's get to work. I'm gonna pull up the video real quickly, just so I know I'm painting it the right shade. I don't know if it was like... I know it's a brighter red than Albert. But, like, I just want to make sure if it's, like, pure red. Hello, Scarlowy, the old engine. Welcome. YouTube just crashed, that's great. What's your favourite colour? I don't know, it changes. Growing up, it was blue. But, I also like green and red, they're neat. Purple is a pretty cool colour. I thought Abigail was going to be navy blue. No, she's going to be red. Like the model in the box in the image. So, I'm going to be making Jennings blue. Why not use the 2013 redesign Rheneas for Albert? I mean Jennings. No. Well, one, Mattel Rheneas is actually something I've never once seen on eBay. And also, I'd like it to at least not be a fat engine, so I'll probably use Smudger or an old style Rheneas if I can find one. What's your favourite engine out of 1 to 11 and Emily? I refuse to acknowledge Emily as 12. But, it's kind of a tie, I guess, between Gordon and Oliver. Oliver has a cool backstory, but Gordon, is just very relatable. He's also the most fleshed out character in the entire series. Now, the learning curve Rheneas with white wheels. I'm not using that either, because it's fat. This time I come back to no Albert. Nice. Don't say that, Nick. Said, would white people be hating Emily? I don't hate Emily, I just don't like the fact they gave her a number. Because it was unnecessary. Alright, I'm just trying to look through the video right now. Ah, here it is. Okay, I think I can get away with a normal red on this. Gordon is my personal favourite character, that's cool. Right. Shit. Bye. Are you leaving, Mid Sodor? Alright. Well, it was nice having you, if that's the case. And farewell. Toby is my personal favourite. I like Toby. He's neat. God. That or Albert, for fuck's sake. Who knows something that Percy and Toby? You sent before you finished, right? Or the fact that people be hating Nia and Rebecca just for replacing Edmund Henry in the Steam team. I don't hate Nia and Rebecca for replacing Edward and Henry. Well, I kinda do, but that's not the main thing. I just don't like them because I don't think they're good characters. More so Rebecca. She just doesn't interest me. God, right. Hey look guys! Railway Series Scarlowy Smudger! God. This red might be a bit too bright, now that I'm looking at it. Wait. Yes, I'm playing Minecraft with my friend. Okay, that's cool. Do you have a favorite real engine? Sound kind of generic, but I like Flying Scotsman. Because it's kind of thing that rubbed off on me from my dad. God. Tim. Pickle Albert. God damn it. I didn't mind if they gave Emily a number. In my opinion, it's about time she got a number. Well, did she really need it, though? I don't see numbers as a necessity for the Thomas characters. And, like, if she was destined to have a number, why the fuck didn't they give it to her when she first came to the railway? And also, like, at the end of the episode, the Fat Controller's like, I'll give you a number because I can always count on you. So does that mean that he views engines without numbers as being worthless? Well, sucks to be Stanley and Arthur. The Fat Controller thinks they're trash. Yo, says the guy who made a custom of Rebecca. I don't have to like a character to make them. I've made customs of many characters I despise. Like I'm planning on making Gabriella at some point. So yeah. Hello, what are you working on? I'm working on an OC. At least what wasn't. It was meant to be the red engine from the Mid Sodor Railway, who's a repaint. Well, not a repaint, just the same design as Rheneas. And I've named her Abigail, even though the official name is Jennings and it's a guy. But I'm gonna make Jennings a separate character. It's a lot. It's a lot to explain. I'm sorry. God. Never mind, he's not villain now. Pickle Tim. Said I will lose my fucking sanity here. Okay. That's what I know. Man, the fat man can really count on Neville, huh? Toby and Percy have one thing in common that no one knows about. They are the only two standard gauge engines that show where they first came from. Well, no, actually, because in the CGI series, we get to see a bit of Duck's origins. We see him working on the Great Western. Which, that's kind of interesting for me. Duck, of all characters, is the only character in the CGI series who we actually get a bit of backstory for. Like, not counting new characters like Hero and stuff. We get to see a bit of Duck's life before he came to Sodor. That's weird to me. Man, no wonder there's a bunch of entries without numbers. You made it Albert, but I mean, I guess that was retroactive. Yeah. Okay, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should I keep it this shade of red, or should I use the darker red? I'm kind of tempted to use the darker red, but I'm not sure. Okay. Darker shade. Okay. One person says dark. I've actually never used the dark red before, so I'll just get that ready in case. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back, Ewan. Duck's backstory was in CGI, but you forgot The Adventure Begins. I'm not counting that because in The Adventure Begins, when I said Duck's backstory, it's important to remember the key word being before he came to Sodor. In The Adventure Begins, everyone was already on Sodor. That doesn't count. It's like, in the Thomas way, we briefly see him at Paddington Station, and then in Duck and the Slip Coaches, we see him pulling the slip coaches on his old railway. Question, why do you have a wood James tender? I'm going to be taking the top of it off to use its chassis for a custom. And, yeah. That's it. I wonder why they never gave Kevin a backstory since we have seen one for Hero and Victor. I guess they just never saw a need to give Kevin a backstory. I can't really think of a good reason to give him one. Because, I don't know. Okay. Victoria tells about a person. That was in the railway series. I'm talking specifically TV series. Yeah. And I'm just trying to think. I'm looking at the light red. I'm not sure if it jives with me, but like, I don't know. I guess I could try painting it just to see what it looks like. See if that changes my mind. So, you know what? I'll do it because I guess in my canon for the project there are no red engines on Mid Sodor anymore. Not counting Albert. So, well, no, because Albert's a dark red anyway. Not like it matters, huh? I just realized the tugboat you had would be useful as the MSR had a wharf at Arsborough. Yeah, that is probably what I'll use it for. Kind of restricting that the tugboat had to have Sodor Bay written on it, though. I wish I could use it for other places, but gotta make do with what I got. Bye. Oh, you're leaving again, Steam on Sodor. Okay. Whatever you have to do, I hope it goes well. Goodbye. Ooh. If you could live anywhere on Sodor, where would you live? I'd probably like to live somewhere along the Skarloey Railway. Because, it's basically just like living near Tallyclyn, and Tallyclyn is beautiful. Also because the Skarloey Railway's got a nice, diverse collection of characters. And I'd love to be able to watch as Rusty and Duncan go by my house. You could paint over it. Yeah, that's what I'll do if I don't like it, but it's growing on me the more I do it. This is why the fans make up origin stories for some engines. Yeah. Okay, let's do the buffer beam. There we go. I'd like to live at Croven's Gate. Yeah, that would be neat. Yeah, at Croven's Gate, you get the best of both worlds. Got the narrow gauge engines and the standard gauge. Norman is the only engine of a unibrow. Yes, that is true. That unibrow is his most defining trait. No offense, Nick. Right. No comments? Nope. Then I will continue to paint. Wait, why do I think Duck is better than Oliver, says Molly the Yellow Engine. I don't know. I guess you just like him more? There's nothing wrong with that. You can like Duck more than Oliver, it doesn't matter. You don't need to ask people for validation on your opinion. Maybe living somewhere near Arsdale would be the place for me, says Useful Engine 11. Yeah, that could be nice. Minimum gauge engines are fun, I've ridden on a few. Never the Arsdale's counterparts, but tiny trains are cool. I want to live in the ruins of Boulder Quarry to be closer with my spiritual side. Yep, that sounds like the perfect fit for you, Nick. Tell you what, you get a place at Boulder Quarry, I'll come join you. Because, you know, that is on the Skarloey Railway, it's perfect. And also, I can be closer with my lord. Okay, now for the back. Have I missed any comments? Nope. Oh wait. Is this a Handel or Peter Sam? Who do I prefer? I'm guessing you're asking. I guess Peter Sam. He's a chill dude. He's basically narrow gauge Rebecca, but he's not flawless, so he's great. In Edward, is Edward Gordon's cousin along with Emily, Molly, and Isis the Award and the only I just ignore the cousins concept altogether. Plus, they have different builders and whatnot. So, I don't choose to view characters as cousins or whatever. So, I'll just drop this off right now to let people know that in Subject Legends canon, Gordon and Ryan are not family members. So I'm not going to be doing any stories where they acknowledge each other as cousins. They're just two guys who know each other. Right. Do you think that the engines of Houston were preserved or sent to another branch line? I don't know. I don't know much about railway history and why a branch line. Just a small shack among the dead trees and dry rocky terrain, and Boulder is always near. It is lonely and eerie, but peaceful. Emily worked for the GNR, not LNR. Boulder is always watching us everywhere. Yes, and I appreciate it for him for that. Boulder is the only one I will let spy on me. Because it's not spying. Because unlike the government, Boulder genuinely cares for me. I just have an idea. If you believe that the MS video wasn't real, it wasn't real. We just have to believe! Alright. Gordon and Spencer are cousins, so is Malin and Flying Scotsman. I do not choose to believe that. I do not subscribe to that theory. God. I always feel like Boulder is watching me and I have no privacy. Whoa. Do Peanut and Greg know how the boulder was formed? Maybe. Who's to say they didn't have a part in it? Maybe Greg and the boulder were both just chilling in the void before the Big Bang happened. They were drinking buddies. Even before beer was invented. Right. Okay, you know, the more I do... This is growing on me. I like this. I think I'll stick to the light red. It'll be interesting when I can get another one of these and paint it to see how it looks in blue. If Toby's class was built by the LNER, does this mean Toby and Gordon and Toby are cousins in some way? No. Again, I don't choose to believe in that stuff. But if you want to get technical, Toby was actually built by the same guy who made Hurricane. There's something for you to think about. Yeah, I think. What happened while I was gone? A lot. Perhaps Gordon and Ryan are still lying on the side of the track and the whole Subject Legend is a hallucination. You know, that could be very likely. You know, once I release the final episode of the series, because that's gonna happen, I should just do a video that's like Subject Legend's alternate endings, and it's just like all the different scenarios that could have been. Alright, no new comments yet. Painting the water tanks. Cool. Well, no, the coal bunker is on the left side, the water tank is on the right. I remember stuff from my trip to Tallyclin. I didn't even... Am I saying I never even saw Dolgok when I went to Tallyclin? I'm just remembering stuff I read online. Molly and Hurricane were both built by the same builder, so that makes them friends, right? Or if you do follow the cousin logic, that means they're related. So is Toby. And here is Toby. But whatever. Again, I just ignore that stuff, because that is too complicated. Nonsensical. Is it okay for me to ask how episode 2 is going? Haven't started making it yet. When will the next episode of Subject Legends come out? I got no fucking clue. I can't film. Most of my stuff is all packed away, and I've got nowhere to film any videos for a while. The plan is to have the attic in my new house restored so I can turn that into my own little workspace. But until that happens, the series is on hiatus. Ooh, just trying to... I'm still debating whether I should watch the rest of Subject Legends now, or wait until I start doing videos and react to it in a video. Whatever. I wish the other railway was shown more during the television series. And I can't think of many opportunities they'd have to show it again. Like... Sometimes having them for dinner, what do you think of tacos? I have never eaten a taco in my life. I don't do this often, but I'm going to paint the bottom of this since I can, because I've got no wheels to worry about. There we go. Paint, right. Albert is taco. God damn it. Albert is back, he never fucking dies. I dropped my laptop when you said you had never eaten a taco. Quite a visceral reaction to that. Okay. Now I'll just set this down somewhere as I wait for the bottom to dry, then I'll get back to applying the second coat of the body. Luckily this paint dries really quickly, right? Pip and Emma should be put in the series if Mattel wants female characters in the series along with Molly and Mavis. Albert Boulder. Our goal is your audience is going to make your life a living hell. Yeah. Have fun. I've already got a lot of shit making my life a living hell. This is nothing. Alright. Alright, that was about it, comments. I'm now just stuck waiting for the paint on this to dry before I can start applying the second coat. I'm trying to think of what to do. I wish the television series returned. Well, I mean, the series has always been on TV. It still is the television series. The television series right now is just crap. From Season 1 to Season 24, it's always been the television series, and Series 25 is the television series still. It's just a shittier television series. I've got to go for a bit, but I might be back in like 20 minutes or so. Alright, see you, Nick. CGI sucks. I don't think so. I think it's alright. It's not as good as the model series, but it has its ups and downs. It has its adventures, like... Seasons 13 to 16, they were shit, but Series 17 to 21 had really good stories. And, like, the CGI presented some really great visuals. Like Lost Treasure, The Adventure Begins, some of JBS. And then 2018 happened, and Big World happened, and everything after that kind of looked terrible. Young Bao and the Tiger was a really good-looking episode, though. Do you prefer when videos have voice actors in them or not? I don't care. If people want to use voice actors, they can. If they don't, then that's also fine. A lot of my videos used to not have voice actors in them. So, just, people can make their videos however they want. My preference doesn't have to affect that. If Duck was part of the Steam team, I think they would need to build Native Birth next to him. Okay. They made the characters bounce. They didn't bounce until, like, around 2017. But, like, even then, it was a bit more subtle at the time. It was Big World that made it worse. But, like, even then, that stuff didn't bother me as much. Especially because in Big World, there were a lot more jarring issues than that. I ran out of sandpaper, so now I'm using a box cutter to scrape away the paint of a duck. Wouldn't recommend. Next opportunity you get, you should buy some sandpaper, my dude. I have never said my dude. Oh my god, what has happened? BRB. Big world, big problem. Whenever people tell me that everything CGI is bad, I tell them to watch the opening of The Adventure Begins. Yeah. Personally, I think if you haven't watched Thomas in a long time and you want to start watching the CGI stuff, The Adventure Begins is not a bad place to start. Because, like, it's an origin story, so it is kind of like a new beginning. And it's also, like, it shows that it's still faithful to the original stuff. Well, it's just the fact that it was when the animation really took a step up. Big world, big problems. You already commented that. I already thought it was funny. Thomas and Harry. I'm just gonna smack for a bit because my back hurts. While I just wait for the paint to dry. I've just finished pinning down my 00 gauge. Okay. That's still wet. I will leave it be. Hi, worked all day, came to the stream, now I'm probably just going to work on customs, right? Good for you. Science fell. I stopped watching Thomas around the time Big World came out, and I have no intention of watching the reboot. That is a good decision. Don't watch it. I've heard some bad things, and I've seen some bad things. Bill and Ben at the Chicken Nugget Factory, IDK. Do you like the Pannier Tank or the 14XX more? I think Pannier Tanks are neat. I've gotten to at least see one in person. 14XXs, I kind of like them because something about them just seems elegant to me. I really like them. I think they're classic. They're really neat looking. And I'd love to see one in person someday. God. Ask Peanut. McDonald's or Subway? Alright, time for confession times. I've never actually eaten at Subway. I've never had anything from Subway, so just by default I kinda have to go to McDonald's. So. The animation looks like crap from series 22 to 24. Yeah. A few minutes ago I found out Backman made a 64XX. Right? I totally know what that is. I don't know what that is. But that's still cool. And this paint is still wet. Just to give you a heads up, Subway's meatball subs are poggers, alright? You've heard of Elf on a Shelf, now get ready for Stanier on a Pannier. That warrants a ban. God. It's a small Pannier. End me. God. Is that a request or a demand? Oh, god damn it. I forgot there's still glue on this thing. So that you can see like a little lump through the paint on the boiler. I'm trying to hold it. Wait. Not sure how well it shows up on camera, but it's there. Speaking of which, I never did ask Domeless why this thing was covered in glue when I got it. Probably a bit too late to ask him. Oh well. What's Peanut's opinion on copper? Yeah, sounds pretty reasonable. Yeah, pretty much the same as everyone else. There. Don't know why I bothered asking. Jamfield's animation from Series 21 to JBS was nice, but why was their animation crap from Big World to Series 24? I got no clue. Like, I didn't complain about it when it came out, but like I rewatched some episodes and looked back at images on the wiki, and it's like, man, it just does not look good. The best the animation has looked in that era was Yongbao and the Tiger, but other than that, it's been pretty crap. What's Peanut's opinion on Blubber? He probably hates it. We are Peanut's gallery. What are Peanut's thoughts on Greg? Can Peanut repeat that? Didn't quite hear it. Peanut, this guy didn't hear you. Say it again. There you go. What's Peanut's opinion on the Cedric Legends? Just for that, you're not getting any more cameos in it. Right. Let's fucking go. I just noticed I got some paint on the dome. I don't like that. What's Peanut's accent? I don't know. I think it's like a mix of two different ones. Like, I think he's a mixed race Pania. Got a little thing caught in the paint there. Don't want that. Fuck. What's Peanut opinions on the Mid Sodor video? I think I asked him that earlier and he said he didn't like it. Right, Great Western Illness, okay. I got too much paint on the brush there. Whoops. Oh. Hey, I'm back. Welcome back, reading. In a future video, can you teach us how to speak Peanutese? Maybe. I'll consider it. Peanut or Greg? Pick your poison. Peanut has been loyal to me for nearly 6 years now. And, but I don't want to betray Greg. You're really gonna make me choose, huh? I guess Peanut, because Greg is kind of a bitch. He's been making my series very difficult to produce, because he keeps trying to delay the episodes to prevent it from ending, because when the series dies, he dies. And he doesn't want that. What's Peanut's opinion on the BBC? Same, dude. Right, let's do it. God. BRB in a few, okay. I'm not sure how much longer the stream's going to go on for, because I think my phone is getting close to dying. So you follow through with the plan to make Albert a villain. I don't know, maybe I was joking about that, but who knows, maybe in a few years that won't be a joke anymore. Right, ooh, come on. Did I just call this thing Albert? Dear God, what the fuck have you done to me, chat? You should start a new series, Ask Peanut. Maybe I will. There seems to be high demand for it. Right. Water tanks. Paint around the dome, not on it. The dome needs to stay gold. Quite convenient that they ended up giving Smudger a gold dome even though he doesn't have one in the show. Thank you, Learning Curve. Your mistake is appreciated. Mike will be like, whoa, you're replacing me for him? Oh, well, at least it's not Frank. Hello, Ollie. Hello, Sodor Train 1225. Are you making a red tank engine? Yeah. I'm making a Mid Sodor engine, an OC. Does Peanut have a brother besides Duck? He has no brothers. He and Duck are not related. I think after I'm done with this coat, I'll end the stream. What is Peanut's thoughts on Tatmar? If this question was answered before, then his opinion may be that it's both not that great and just confusing. Yeah, probably. Thoughts on Tatmar, Kim? Peanut? Yeah, not surprising. But, is it Kim? No. This will be Kim. This is Abigail. At least that's what I'm calling her. And then maybe someday if I ever get my hands on another smudger, I'll make Jennings. So, look forward to that. Didn't Peanut did? I'm guessing you meant to say die, but no he didn't. Peanut is very much alive and healthy. God. To everyone here, does anyone collect Ertl Thomas Newen box? You guys in the chat can answer that, because I'm just going to quickly say that no, I do not. Ooh, that's not good. What's Peanut's opinion on Henry the Green Engine? Give me a minute and I'll ask him. Peanut, thoughts on Henry? I mean, that's not really his fault, dude. It was just Audrey wrote it in. It was okay at the time, but... Dude. Can we talk about this later? I'm gonna put him aside for now. I'm putting him in the corner. Abigail's looking good so far, thank you. Abigail looks beautiful in red. I think an Emily face would look great on her. Emily's face is not gonna fit. But I've already got a face chosen for now. Whether it'll be her final face or it's just temporary, I'm not sure. But I do have something in mind, so don't worry about that. Good thing Nick isn't here, because if I showed him the face, it would trigger PTSD. Peanut vs. the King of the Magic Earth, the True Duck and Diesel trilogy. There's an idea. No new comments. Okay. That should be good enough for now, right? Who is Abigail? I don't follow on Twitter or anything, so I don't know. Abigail was my interpretation of the Red Engine, who worked on the Mid Sodor, is the same design as Rheneas. In a video that was released today, it's revealed that engine actually had a name, and it was Jennings, and he was painted blue. But then eventually it was repainted red to just be used as a random spare engine. And I'm sticking with the name Abigail, because I like it. And it's part of a big Mid Sodor project I've been planning since mid-2020. So yeah. What's Peanut's opinion on Arthur the LMS engine? Okay. Opinion on Duck? Understandable. Have a nice day. But, alright. Here she is so far. Yeah. I had no idea Jennings was blue. That sounds awesome. I put a link earlier in the chat, so you can find the video for yourself if you're interested. It's by Explosive Cookie. He delves into the history of Mid Sodor and talks about the engines we didn't know. But yeah. So here's Abigail. Don't know if I'll do a stream of finishing her off. Maybe she'll be done by tomorrow. Who knows? Sorry I didn't get to work on Kim. But, sorry, the stream, not as much really happened in it as last time. The beginning was a lot more eventful. Yes. And all things considered, the stream was a lot calmer than the title makes it out to be. But, right, I hope you've all enjoyed. I'm going to be ending soon, just looking at the comments, just a bunch of Peanut comments. Peanut's done asking questions for now, because I need to end the stream. But, thank you all for watching. Maybe I'll do another one of these tomorrow, where I work on the rest of them. Who knows? Tiger Moth wants to meet Peanut, Alfred, and the Bandai Gordon. That is so specific. God. But, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye Abigail, bye Ollie, bye Peanut, bye Ewan. But thank you all for watching for the 70th time. Hope you've all enjoyed. I'll maybe see you tomorrow. Fuck. I just got paint on my fingers. Yeah. Oh, it's nice hanging. I see you. Bye. Alright, I need to go before this devolves. Thank you for watching, everyone. And goodbye.